There's nothing like it in the world of professional bowling.
Yes, that's right, that's right!
The PBA League. 12 teams made up of the world's greatest bowlers, each trying to capture the Elias Cup. Tonight, it's the Elias Cup Championship with Kyle Troop, Chris Prather, and the defending champion Portland Lumberjacks, taking on Andrew Anderson, AJ Johnson, and the all-new Las Vegas High Rollers. Who will capture the Elias Cup? The championship match starts right now, here on FS1. Just moments from our nation's capital is Bolero Centerville in Virginia, where tonight we will award the Elias Cup. It's been home to the PBA for the last few days. Tonight it culminates with a championship match of the 2020 PBA League. The defending champion Portland Lumberjacks, winners of the Anthony Division, look to win back-to-back Elias Cups against Carter Division champion Las Vegas. The expansion High Rollers won a thriller in a roll-off here last night, knocking out two-time champion Dallas. In the finals, we moved from a race-to-2 match to a best-of-5 championship match. The first team to win 3 games takes the 2020 Elias Cup. Now let's meet our competitors and team managers.
Portland Lumberjacks. Defending Elias Cup champs.
Let's meet the defending Elias Cup champions, the Portland Lumberjacks. He is a member of the 2015 National Championship team at Wichita State, Packy Hanrahan. A 2-time Steve Nagy Sportsmanship Award winner, Martin Larson. With 3 PBA Tour victories, including the 2020 Tournament of Champions. He is an Elias Cup champion, Chris Prather. He owns 6 PBA Tour titles and a share of the current Elias Cup, Kyle Troop. A 10-time PBA champion and U.S. Open winner, Wes Malott. The Portland Lumberjacks are managed by 3-time World Amateur Bowler of the Year and USBC Hall of Famer Tim Mack. Let's meet the Las Vegas High Rollers.
Vegas High Rollers. Ready to roll some high numbers in the PBA League.
The 10-time Venezuelan Player of the Year, Ildemaro Ruiz. A 6-time member of Team USA and Elias Cup champion, AJ Johnson. An 11-time member of Team England with 1 PBA Tour victory, Richie Teese.
I can't do it.
A USBC Masters champion with 2 PBA Tour titles, the 2018 PBA Player of the Year, Andrew Anderson. He owns 4 PBA Tour titles with a pair of major victories, Francois Lavoie. The Las Vegas High Rollers, managed by PBA Hall of Famer Amuleto Monticelli.
Welcome, bowling fans, to Championship Wednesday at the 2020 PBA League here on FS1. Great to have you with us, Dave Ryan, alongside Randy Peterson, my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, joined throughout the broadcast, as always, lane-level interviews with Kimberly Pressler. Randy, we started this new and improved. PBA League up from 8 to 12 teams this year. 60 bowlers down to just 2 teams left. Vegas, one of them. Expansion high rollers had some high drama last night getting to the championship, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did. I mean, they took on a real strong Dallas Strikers team, and they split the 2 games and then went to a real exciting roll-off. But, you know, they didn't do anything real big last night in terms of scores, but this team ham and egged it really nice together, Dave. And then it came down to the roll-off, and it went 2 balls. And you know what? These guys stepped up nicely. But Frankie LeBlanc got switched from anchor to the 4th spot. They moved Andrew to anchor in game 2, and then they go to the roll-off, and there's the winning shot thrown by Andrew Anderson right there. Portland, on the other hand, well, they really weren't pushed at all. They won 2-0. They won the first game by 1 pin, but it really wasn't a match because Wes Malott strikes out the 10th frame to lock it up. And then the second game, they went 233-192. Prather was perfect. Martin Larson was perfect, and Wes Malott just did what he had to do in the 10th frame. They're making their 3rd out of the last 4 finals here at the Elias Cup. Big question for me, Dave. Will Lady Luck shine down once again on the high rollers, or will the Lumberjacks bring the big axes tonight?
Those are big questions, Randy, to answer tonight here in Centerville. Odds are live at Fox Bet, available in Pennsylvania and Colorado and all other states for entertainment purposes only. -110 for each on a moneyline bet.
That sounds pretty even to me.
That it does. These 2 teams want that trophy, the Elias Cup. When we come back to Virginia, time to bowl for the final time in the 2020 PBA League. Only a 20-mile drive from the Washington Mall here in Centerville, Virginia. Getting set for the championship matchup, Portland and Las Vegas. Now to Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Dave. So, Wes, this is the 3rd time out of 4 years that the Lumberjacks have found themselves in the championship match. But previous years, you guys have been in Portland with that epic crowd behind you. How much do you miss that atmosphere right about now?
Oh, that crowd is everything. Those guys in Portland, I know some of them are out there watching. I hope we do them proud tonight, and I hope we're able to bring the cup back to Portland and we can defend again next year so that these guys can be themselves and be crazy and be loud and be what we want them to be. I hope we're able to do that for them tonight.
Well, good luck to you and your team tonight.
Thanks, Kim.
And Andrew, I heard there was a lineup change. You're going to start an anchor on that left lane. Frankie has been on the left lane as anchor in previous matches. Why'd you guys decide to do that?
Yeah, first 3 shots of practice here, way different. And I found it the quickest. And, you know, we may be young, but I've tried to take on a leadership role here and try to get everybody loosened up. We're a little nervous. You know, we are going up against some reigning champs, but we're here to spoil the party. So we want to get after it early.
All right, well, thank you, and good luck to you guys tonight as well.
Well, you heard Andrew Anderson talk about the lanes being a little different tonight. When we were on at the break, I actually talked to both managers, Tim Mack and Amleto Monticelli, who both said the lanes are playing completely different. They're much tighter. But with that being said, there's still going to be friction to the outside part of the lane and oil in. So the players are going to have to find that oil line quickly and then just stay on top of it.
Tie to bowl here, Randy. Lumberjacks lineup: Larson, Packy, Troop, Prather, and Wes. In Baker bowling, best out of 5 here tonight. Bigger and better to finish up the 2020 PBA League. Martin Lurtz starts us off. Championship Wednesday with a strike.
Good job, brother. Good job. Good job. Way to go, man.
Getting back to the oil pattern, Tim Mack said that the players are playing them a little bit differently and went to different equipment, some stronger equipment. And Amleto went as far to say that they're actually adding some surface to their bowling balls.
Here's A.J. Johnson. Tim Mack also talked about wanting to finish on the right lane. That was during the practice session.
Oh!
if it goes 5, they'd be on the right lane to finish this out. Great start, A.J. Johnson. You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with what you feel most comfortable with, and that's obviously the decision they made, is to bowl on that right lane more often than the left, if need be.
New format this year. Got to win 3 games to take home the cup. Last year, a double race to 2. And it was a clean sweep for Portland over LAX in the championship. Here's Packy Hanrahan, long lefty, remaining, 3-7.
Shoot it. No, that's the other one. That's the other ball. That's the other ball.
Not enough friction created with this one here, and it goes light. He leaves the 3-7.
West.
Take it up, buddy. Take it up.
Early open for the defending champs.
Reset.
Packy, the only southpaw taking the lanes tonight.
Idamar Ruiz from the same hometown, Barquisimeto, Venezuela, as manager Hamleto Monticelli has been really good in this competition. Lots of energy, lots of emotion, too, for Ruiz. Here's a strike. Comb it out.
Come on, baby, let's go. I can pick it up, too.
I think that's his reaction to Kyle Troop's pick.
I love it.
I mean, that is a pretty impressive beard right there.
It's fear of the beard for sure.
Yeah,
Ruiz.
You can tell
question.
you can tell he spent some time on that.
And here's the pro with the throw right here, Kyle Troop. Taylorsville, North Carolina, won his 6th title this year, PBA Tour Finals in Florida. 2-8 double wood.
Shoot the 2, shoot the 2.
Right here, you can see how that ball's struggling to get back to the pocket, and just again reiterating the fact that the lanes are playing a little bit tighter.
Great covers, nicely done.
Good boy, good boy. Come on.
And hearing
Starts with you, Shark.
about your conversation with the managers, Kimberly's pregame interview as well. Really interesting how late that development took place, because they don't get a lot of practice on the TV pair.
Yeah, but it doesn't take a lot of practice to realize that something's different, especially after they've bowled on this TV pair for about 3 straight days.
Oh, baby! Come on!
Tees solid. And the high rollers taking advantage of the open frame from Packy Hanrahan. Here's Chris Prather. He's just had a tremendous last year. PBA playoffs, $100,000. TOC, huge paycheck. Look out, it's the Big 4.
Well, this is ugly early.
Get 2, let's go, get 2.
You can tell that shot right there that Chris was afraid to throw it to the right.
Goes at it hard. 6-10 yes, 4-7 no. It's been made in singles competition on TV since Walter A. Williams Jr. did it in 2004 in suburban Atlanta. It is a tough spare to pick up the Big 4. All right, here's Lovois, and the high rollers are rolling right now, heading toward the midway point of this first game. Oh my goodness, back-to-back Big 4s.
Me too.
Last night before, you would see bowling balls just banking off of that spot down lane, and now they're just pushing another couple of feet towards the pins before the ball starts to curve.
Come on, guys. 220 is going to may have a chance to win this game, right? We all find a way to get one shot.
I would agree.
Put a little heat on them.
Heard the message from manager Tim Mack.
Yeah, I think that's a good message to send to his guys.
It's coming in high, 4-7 up, could have been worse. At least it wasn't another big four for Andrew Anderson.
Looks like there's a little more recovery on that left lane.
Make the move. Get to your spot. Roll a little bit more, maybe.
There's the mark. So LeBlanc and Anderson have flip-flop in the 4-hole and anchor spot throughout this Elias Cup event. PBA League is underway from Centerville, Virginia. Pro with a throw. Kyle Troop trying to pick it out, hoping for a win. Johnson and company have other ideas.
Just looks way tighter to the right.
It looks way tighter to the right. Just roll it to the right. Speed it. Get it a little. You know, yours got forward. Your hammer's in a good spot. Just a little tighter to the right down lane. I don't think it's the Rubicon. I don't think it is at all. I think if you want, you can move one back right and just get your hand in. What do you think? Tell me what you're thinking. Oh, well, if you missed it, then just make sure you get it. Then don't move. Don't move and get it.
Yeah, he's telling Kyle to just make sure that he gets it at the bottom, meaning that he's not holding back and he's going to try to give it, really give it the business at release, making sure that he feels comfortable doing that. I'm going to go to him after this shot, right?
6 of 9 strikes so far for Larson. He's struck in this match to begin things for Portland and begins the second half of game 1 in style.
Tim Mack, what is so much different from tonight than last night, and what are the adjustments you're making?
Randy, it's a great question. We're making some adjustments on the fly. We feel like the lane is a lot tighter, so the balls aren't coming off the spot as hard. So we're going to move Packy one left here and try to roll one. We're going to get the big fella to try to roll it and make sure Kyle Hicks stays his hand in it. And Prather just missed left, so we're going to make sure that he gets to the right, and we should be good. A lot of game left.
Thanks, Tim.
Ten strikes so far. Johnson make it
that one, huh?
11.
Let's go. Come on.
The power hitting leadoff batter gets it done again for Las Vegas. He's been incredible.
I could see AJ after his bowling career is over with being a motivational speaker.
Oh, how about that one, huh? There you go, AJ. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Back to Mackey.
Yeah, there you go.
1-2 pocket. Crunches them all into the pocket and into the pit. Wow, what a shot.
One good one. Make sure you get it with your hand, right?
Well, that's called commitment because,
here, okay?
He made a little adjustment, but he committed to it, and then he executed.
So you have pro with a fro. How about cool with a comb? For you tomorrow.
Figure out something that rhymes with beard. I mean, that's some really nice facial fescue right there.
Oh. World class.
Yes, baby! Come on! Great shot, Merle! Great shot!
Ruiz rips through the rack. Another big strike for Las Vegas. It has been fun to watch the entire PBA League. I love it.
And he's bowled really well in this event.
He's backed it up, no doubt. Number on Troop so far. 8th frame. 6-10.
Run it over.
Kyle doesn't like his look. Remember, he went light.
For the next time we come over here. We got to see it.
And now he goes high and comes back shaking his head. He does not like where he's at right now. Not sure if it's his alignment or if it's the bowling ball that he's into right now, but he is not comfortable.
6-10 has his mark. Portland needed strikes. 8th frame now. T steps up. Chance for a 44-10 lead for Las Vegas.
The most important thing is a good shot. Just make sure we remember.
We'll start from just outside London, England.
Yeah.
Richie Tees.
Yeah, baby! Let's go! Great shot. Great shot.
Yes.
Yeah, now go to the next.
You got the picture now.
Move over there. We'll make the simple move over there. We gotta get him the next game. We gotta start thinking about the next game.
Huge lead for Vegas. And you can hear Tim Mack say, look, let's look ahead to game 2. Prather, trip 10. A strike in the right lane. Remember, this is best of 5. Long way to go here, wrapping up the 2020 PBA League.
Well, what they're doing is they're talking to each other saying, listen, let's just remember what we're doing now so that when we come back here for game 3, we've got a better picture. I mean, they really do a great job of talking to one another to try to paint a picture of what the oil pattern's giving each and every player.
Lavoie, two-time U.S. Open champ. All 10 back, and what a game here for Las Vegas. Game 1, best of 5. They are rolling the defending champs, who haven't lost a game thus far in PBA League. Beat LAX easily. Had the 1-pin win over Brew City in game 1 last night in the race to 2. Then just blasted Marshall Holman's team in the second game. Anchor bowler Westmont steps up.
Well, since we came back from break, the players are now 8 for 9.
These are the best bowlers in the world. They're going to figure it out.
Maybe just not enough practice. They went through the first half of this game, and then with all the chatter and the talk, maybe found something.
Okay.
For 2 seeds in the Anthony division. Malott strikes. Got a bye to the divisional semifinals.
That's all right. Actually, not bad at all. That was really good right there.
Vegas,
That's good.
the 4 seed in the Carter division. Had to go through Brooklyn, Philadelphia, and then 2-time Elias Cup champ Dallas last night.
And I am just where I just got to where we started the last 2 days.
A lot of communication, as Randy pointed out.
Good to know, bro.
I mean, look at those numbers. 18 to 2 to the right of your screen. That's some serious sideway throwing.
Second half.
Where it's going to fit too, exactly.
Yeah, if we need to get to it.
Thompson trying to wrap up game 1 for Vegas. And that is mathematically the game. The High Rollers will send the Lumberjacks to their first game loss of this PBA League. But it's a best of 5. A lot of bowling still to come here from Centerville, Virginia. I'm interested to see how Portland responds to a little adversity. Haven't seen much yet.
Yeah, those look really good. Those look really good. Hey, do you want to see the bonus?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Another ball here for Anderson, last shot to wrap up game 1 officially. And that is that, game 1. Best of 5. Anderson, Johnson, Lavoie, Ruiz, Teese. Impressive over the defending champs. But Randy, you've got a long way to go with the best of 5, right?
Yeah, we really do. But the Lumberjacks better start knocking down some lumber if they want to even up this match. Lots more bowling to come. Stay with us. It's the Elias Cup Finals.
You're watching a Fox Sports presentation. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in our program.
Randy, Kyle Troop had a recent break, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. Dave, you know what the opposite of dirty is?
Clean.
Exactly, and we're talking about a clean break. Right here, trip 2 forward to extend the streak of strikes to 3 in a row. That is a great clean break.
Clean break of the game brought to you by Light Life. Light Life, the official plant-based burger partner for the PBA. At Light Life, our passion is making great tasting plant-based food with simple, clean ingredients.
Sounds delicious.
Can't wait to try one. Can't wait. Second half, game 2. Game 1 went to Vegas easily, but a big turnaround in game 2 here. Portland up 21 pins. Larson works on a strike for a 31-pin lead.
Come on, baby! Come on!
Way to go, kid. He's better than most right there. Better than most. Stay on it. Let's go there. All right?
Let on down the line, boys. Right down.
Lucky Larson has been so solid, as has this guy, A.J. Johnson. Nine spare last time to lead off game 2. Second effort, game 2, 6 frame Johnson. Yeah.
One game left, boys.
Oh, yeah.
One game left. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Ever since the first commercial break, the players are 21 of 25. And I think it's just really neat how these top professionals figured it out. And check out how these pros are playing the lanes. Prather, Troop, Larson. Obviously, Packy's the only lefty. You can see where he's playing.
Front 7, yeah! 7 up, 7 down for Portland. They are perfect here in game 2.
Again, Dave, all about making adjustments. They didn't shoot 200 in game 1. Now they got 7 in a row.
Not much you can do against perfection if you're Las Vegas. Ruiz with his team down 41 pins. Those are his numbers. An extra race to 2 match for Vegas. Expansion team. Right to the nose. 3-6-10 stand for tomorrow.
Start up.
2016's when Dallas pulled a perfect game on television in the Elias Cup. It's the only one we've had.
Gonna happen tonight? You feel it?
I'm not jinxing this one.
Okay.
I'm saying nothing.
I think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be positive about it.
Way to go, Dave.
Ruiz has the mark.
Yeah, it's starting to look like game 2 is going to go to the Lumberjacks, and we'll head into game 3 all even. Remember, first team to win 3 games will win the Elias Cup. Look at that scoreboard.
Can you imagine for a second if we were in Portland, Maine right now and they're going for a 300 game?
Oh.
It would just be a raucous scene.
The roof would come off the building.
I tell you what, but it's pretty awesome to see it here in Centerville, Virginia. Looking for 8 for 8. Yes, indeed.
Don't you forget it.
I like that one. I like that one.
There's the energy from the pro with the pro. We have come to know and love. Kyle Troop.
Shut the door down right here. All right? Let's go.
17 outs of 3. Perfect shot for Kyle Troop, and the first real strike he's thrown. Look at the positioning of the shots for the high rollers. I mean, they're just mirroring each other at the arrows, just like 15, 16, 17.
That's amazing. Tease. Great shot, 10-pin.
All right, boys. All right.
Good shot, bro. Good shot.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot. Come on.
Gotta force him to throw him low, beat us anyway, so we're fine.
Ring 10. This game's all but over. They'll move back to the left lane, where they shot 252 in game 1, throwing the last 7 strikes in a row.
All right, boys. All right.
Hey, good shot, man.
All right, boys. All right.
All right.
Come on. All right, heads up, boys. Come on.
All right, buddy.
Keep your heads up.
Here's Prather. Chance for the front 9 for Portland. En route to a game 2 win. Prather 4th slot. Malott the anchor bowler.
Man, I'm going to stop talking to you.
Tap on the 10, and no. It stands an 0-300 game, but what an effort for Portland in game 2.
Good one. That's still the Rubicon? Yeah, okay.
Is it my fault, my jinx?
Well, what do you think? No, Dave, you're fine. And, you know, it's kind of insulting of the 10-pin, though, to kind of wiggle it.
Just tease you like that.
You know, it's like, if you're going to stand, just stand up. Let's sit there and wiggle.
What do you think?
It's the other ball.
Yeah.
Francois Lavoie. Nice strike for Las Vegas.
10, that looks good.
Go, buddy.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, very nice.
Millions of kids nationwide are without their normal access to sports and play due to COVID-19. That's why Fox Sports has teamed up with Good Sports to restore play for kids and the community organizations that serve them through donations of brand new sports equipment. It also help keep kids in the game by donating to restore.
Beginning of the first game, we got a couple of the balls too far right. So we actually, we talked about where Las Vegas was getting their balls at the break point, and we tried to bring our break point in a little bit and keep it in the oil so the ball actually goes through the pins a little bit better. And as you can see, you know, our carry was really good that game. So we're right back in this match, Randy.
What do you do now moving over to the right lane?
We make the same changes we made in the beginning of the first game, where we had a good second half of the game. We feel comfortable about going back over there. And if we can get our balls at the right break point, we should give these guys a good battle this game 3.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Randy.
Love the insight, love the access with manager Tim Mack. Getting West Blount the ball he wanted to finish out the game.
That wasn't the shot I would have thrown.
That was great.
What you know what I'm seeing is I think the right lane's a little trickier. It looks like there's some hang to the right. It looks like the left lane is hooking more, which is good because the players know that there's a definite hook spot on that left lane. The problem is Portland decided to start these finals on that right lane. If we go to a game 5, they'll finish on that right lane. I think it's the tougher of the 2 lanes.
Numbers bear that out, Randy, no question. 278 for Portland, left lane. Game 2. Anderson finishing up game 2 for Las Vegas.
There we go, that's good. All right, good looks. All right, boys, fight. Good looks, boys, we know what to do.
278, 218. Game 2 to Portland. And Randy, we're all even up in the best of 5.
Well, now it's going to come down to the last 3 games to determine who will take home the 2020 Elias Cup.
You're watching a Fox Sports presentation. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in our program.
Sunday on Fox, it's a star-studded showdown in Big D as Baker Mayfield and the Browns take on Dak, Zeke, and the Cowboys. Or you can catch the Giants versus the Rams. Check your local listings for the game in your area or watch it on the Fox Sports app.
Are your Vikings going to win?
I hope so.
Finally?
Man, I hope so. 0-3, tough.
I think my Rams are getting a bye this week. They're playing the Giants.
Get us going again, buddy. Get us going again.
Here in the PBA League, we are tied 1 game each. Best of 5, game 3. No lineup change for either team. Larson starts with a strike.
Here's the number that you want to pay attention to right there. That's the break point. We've seen shots get right of that, like out to 2-3, that never made it back to the pocket. So I think they're going to move in and just try to stay away from that extreme outside part of the lane. Try to maybe keep their break point inside of 5.
A.J. Johnson gets a start at game 3 for Vegas. In that 1-3 pocket. Shreds the rack.
Got it.
Here's the back man with a strike.
That's you. That's you,
And
man.
we've got a perfect start here in game 3.
Good job out there, kid. Really good.
Yeah, the guys are building a trough on this oil pattern. You can see the right-handers where they're playing. And so when the Lumberjacks moved over to the right lane, they just tried to get just the inside of that worn area. He's on an island all by himself.
Ruiz.
Come on, baby. Come
Bingo.
on. Great shot. Come on. Shit, man.
Yeah.
Strike fest. Numbers for Troop so far. Defending champs. Blasted in game 1. Big comeback game 2. But since that slow start on the right lane in game 1, they've been bowling well there, and it continues with Troop.
Well, I don't think you can get it back any farther right than that. Yeah.
Gotta pick it out. Gotta pick it out.
But I could be wrong. Kyle Troop's got a lot of power. You can see 488 rev rate at 19 miles an hour. So, but they've definitely moved more towards the center part of the lane. He's got a good look now. At least he did on that shot.
Good to see Kyle smile a little bit. Troop, there it is. It's pretty intense this week.
He's a pretty intense guy when he's on the lanes.
Tease, Vegas, ring and 10 pin.
Got it.
All right.
Great shot. Good shot.
Streak of perfection in game 3 comes to an end.
Six around the 10. That's a ring and 10. When 6 pin just kind of lays dead in the gutter, that's called a weak 10. Or a flat 10. Or a quitter 10.
All right, boys. Come on, boys. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Well, there's other things you can call the ring 10, Dave, but I just can't say them on television. It's the same.
So don't, please.
No.
Oh,
never.
Baby. Here we go.
Call him Shark. Clark Kent. I call him one of the best bowlers in the world. He has been on fire the last year. Chris Prince.
Let's gotta go. Let's gotta go.
Chicagoland. Yes. Oh, 10 back for Chris.
Picasso, baby. Picasso. Way to paint the picture.
Tim Mack.
Way to paint the picture. Good job.
Calling him Picasso. Way to paint the picture.
That's great, Tim.
Right on top of that track.
They are matching the path to the pocket. Look at that. And that's a great view of it on the oil pattern here. Lavoie. Back-to-back ringing 10s.
Nice shot. Come on.
Back-to-back ring 10s for the high rollers. And not what you want to see when the Lumberjacks are cutting it up, starting with the front 4.
All right, buddy. All right, boys. Hey,
Got the mark, got the 10 pin. Game 1, a blowout win for Las Vegas.
Great shot.
All Portland game 2.
Good rhythm here. Let's go.
Flirting with a 300 game. Now game 3, but on the tricky right lane, Wes Millan and company are perfect again. Open here for the front 5.
That's why it's 1.5.
The nickel complete.
Woo!
5 up, 5 down.
Yeah, baby. Now we go.
Lumberjack chop.
I didn't get out of it clean either, but
That's why we moved the extra half.
That's a huge break. Trip 4. Wow. Pretty cool when you're the Lumberjacks.
Anderson. Wow.
That.
Back ringing 10 pins.
Yeah, that. It's crazy.
Thanks.
3 completely different styles and rolls, and all 3 are ringing 10s. I mean, Andrew, Frankie, and Ildemaro don't throw the ball anything like one another in terms of ball roll, and they all leave ring 10s. Crazy.
Good shots, boys. Good shots.
Great shot.
Big 33-pin lead for the Lumberjacks. We're in game 3. We're just outside our nation's capital. And, oh, by the way, this is the finals of the Elias Cup.
Watching the PBA on FS1. Head to PBA.com to check out the PBA Pro Bowling video game. The game features the top PBA pros, real equipment, authentic oil patterns, more than 100 tournaments, and online play now available for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and for your PC. Here we go. Second half of Game 3, all-tie, best-of-5, 1-1 Elias Cup Championship 2020. And Portland with a perfect game so far, which continues the trip 10 for Martin Larson.
Way to go out there. Way to go. Way to stick. Way to trust it.
Martin Larson has not missed tonight.
Way to trust it.
Back-to-back games where the Lumberjacks have the front 6. Remember last game they threw the first 8 in a row, and then wiggling 10 left by Chris Prather, and a big 278 to even up this finals. Now A.J. Johnson steps up on the left lane.
Only one miss tonight, and that was 9 spare for A.J.
Oh, we're not going anywhere. Let's go. Come on.
Always intense.
Too much? Too much? I mean,
never enough.
It's
no.
No, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of a guy doing a celebration dance when he scores a touchdown in the NFL and the score's 42-7. I mean, I get that you want to keep your guys in it, but AJ, you down by 43. All right, never mind.
Uh-oh, there goes the perfect game, and a tough 3-7 split here for the lefty, Packy Hanrahan.
We want to make sure one here. Yep, count. Make sure one.
Game changer.
Tim Mack's telling him, all right, just guarantee us you get one, but watch how far to the left this ball gets. And comes in late, leaving the 3-7. Second time he's left this.
Tough spare try. You saw the number trying for it. 7 up, so an open frame. And while they're watching, high rollers suddenly down by 29 pins, which makes the Johnson strike so big to begin the second half of this game 3.
Dave, I really don't think he tried to make that. He wanted to make sure he covered one pin to save the count. That's what they were talking about with manager Tim Mack.
Got it to 19.
Yeah,
you bet.
Yeah! I knew it!
We apologize for that. Emotions running high here. Very intense. So the Lumberjacks, the lead shrinking to 19. Working on the open. Tripp steps up, knocks them all down. Perfect shot in that 1-3 pocket.
Well, just like a good Lumberjack does, he got up there and just split some wood. But this shot here is about as perfect as you can throw it. And right after the open frame by Packy. Max score for them is 266. Max score for Las Vegas, 257. What a great shot by Kyle Troop. Now, Richie Teese, his team working on a double, trying to get back in this. At one time, the Lumberjacks had a 43-pin lead. Now it's just 19.
Chance to cut it to 9. He'll do it.
Come on!
Richie Teese is pumped up.
Check out this shot here. He carries that light mixer for 3 in a row, and then this reaction from Richie Teese. I'm not sure if that's the Incredible Hulk or if he used to work at Chippendales.
Either.
Uh-oh.
4-pin.
Good shot. Come on.
Boy, did this turn around real quick.
Did it ever. The front 6 for Portland. And then free fall.
Lumberjacks in danger of actually losing this game now after squandering away a 43-pin lead with just one shot in the 7th frame.
Spur of the game brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Mortgage rates are historically low. Save money at rate.com. Today, big one for Chris there. You had to have it.
I can pretty much guarantee you he wasn't going to miss that. Good spare shooter.
LeBlanc steps up. And
oh, no!
What a game changer again. It's a 7-10. Can you believe it?
Are you kidding me?
Vegas had a turkey, and they were trying to take the lead.
Wow.
Make it.
Unreal.
Came pretty close there, actually kicking it across the deck. For that 7-pin, it is a near impossible spare to pick up.
Only 3 times in the history of professional bowling on television has the 7-10 been made.
And not since '91. Guess they rooked Tucson, Arizona. That's a long time ago.
Any mark will do. That was
Good enough.
that
Good
was
enough.
almost
That's good
0.
enough. That's good enough. I got the job done.
Flirting with a champ.
Let's make the spare so we
And
get
he
another
didn't
free
need a
shot
mark.
on
He
it, okay?
just needed
That's
9.
good enough. We got it. It's already over. We're up by 1 even if you fly, but make it so we can get another ball.
I mean, just
job, boys.
back and
Good
forth
job. Way
and
to
just
fight.
crazy.
Good job.
I mean,
Good
this
job.
ball
One to
by
go.
Wes
Good job.
Malott was so far to the right, and it hangs on, and 9 was all he needed. 9 on the first ball.
What do you want to see?
I'm going to throw that one again.
Huh?
I'm going to throw that one again.
Okay.
Game
Same
3
spot.
win wrapped up for Portland.
Well, yeah, I'm just not going to get it right. And
If it's going to be right, it's going to be long right. That's a little
And at
quick
the best
right,
of 5,
right?
they'll have a 2
It doesn't
games to
burn up?
1 lead.
I just need to throw it better, yeah.
Okay. Go get him.
Crazy. Pocket 7-10 by Frankie Lavoie in the 9th frame just did the high rollers in. They could have struck out, shut out the Lumberjacks.
All right.
And now it's a 2-1 lead.
Way to go.
Portland.
Hey, way to go.
Got to get loose.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Hey, boys, good job. We got 1 to go.
Did what I needed to do.
Did what you...
Anderson will finish it out. It's just a matter of the final score now for Las Vegas. Won the first game 252-197. It was all Portland 278-218 in game 2. And in a wild back and forth game 3, it goes to the Lumberjacks
Did I strike?
No, you didn't, dude.
after they squandered a huge lead.
There was one in the middle left.
I think it's the one in the front.
It's the biggest one too.
I actually might throw a shot at you. I think I could hit it.
Tim Mack, Andrew Henderson having a little fun here. Got a re-rack.
Doesn't look much bigger. Yeah, I'm going to.
Andrew, can you move to the left?
I'm good, Joe. Yeah, I'm going to.
Let's take it
We
home.
got to get.
Let's take
Got
it
to
home to
defend this in
Portland,
Portland
boys.
right here.
Take it on to Portland.
One shot
right
at a
now.
time, boys.
We get the job done right now.
We do it here, and we will party when we get there
Let's
next
go.
year.
All right.
No matter what team anybody's on.
Let's take it home.
Yes, we will.
Let's take it home.
Another shout out to the folks at Bayside in Portland, Maine. Anderson finishes out this game.
All right, brother. All right.
And Portland has the lead in the best of 5. 2 games to 1. A chance to wrap up in game 4 when we return to Centerville, Virginia. It's the PBA League on FS1. Larson and company, the great start. Vegas came back, but in the end, too much Portland in game 3. Capitol Hill, not far from where we are here in Centerville, Virginia. Ready to resume 2020 PBA League, playing for the Elias Cup. And Portland is 1 game away in the best of 5 with a 2-1 lead.
Right here, kid.
Larson leads it off again. For the Lumberjacks, he's been perfect tonight. Left lane for this game for Portland. Stays perfect. Martin Larson.
We're going to talk to Amleto Monticelli, the manager of the High Rollers. Amleto, how do you rally the troops?
Well, we just changed the lineup. Now it's going to start Francois. Second is going to be Ildemaro. Richard third. Fourth is going to be Anderson. And AJ is going to be the anchor.
Why the change?
Well, I mean, I want them to be sure. They need to make changes, which they didn't really know what to do now, according to the reaction they have. And I needed to have somebody that was sure what was going to do, and then leave them alone and try to, reflect a little bit what's going on and see what decision they're going to make. And I told them, whatever decision you make, just be committed and trusted.
Thanks, Amleto.
Thanks, you.
Tough start, Amleto.
Yeah, you
split, and the 8-pin stands for the 8-10.
You make that roster change, and then all of a sudden your leadoff bowler starts with an open frame. That's a little disheartening.
So what a chance here early in Game 4 for Portland.
Take your time.
You see the 3 opens there for Packy. All 3
when you're ready.
Were the 3-7 split. On the left lane, I think the left lane is a little bit more predictable.
Just wait till you pick up the ball when he's up.
Tim Mack, manager, higher seed Portland, chose to finish on the right lane if it went to 5 games.
That's it. Right here, baby. Come on.
But all the Lumberjacks are thinking about right now is putting this away in 4. Looking for an early great start.
Get back!
8 goes late. Back-to-back jacks to start the 4th game for Portland. That was big.
Way to go. Give me some.
Great shot by Packy right out of the open frame from Vegas. And he does exactly what professionals do. They take advantage of openings.
Get back! Get back! Come on!
And that was directed right at the Vegas team. Make no mistake about it. And probably that man right there.
Ruiz. Big strike.
Come on, guys. Come on, man. Come on.
Do this. Let's do this.
And what I don't get is how his balls really just got so far, and his and mine are like off.
Yeah, he got started slowly, but now he's 4 of 4 since that slow start. And Kyle Troop, the last couple of shots, he's just been aces.
Yeah, baby. Way to make a move.
Troop, there it is. It's another perfect start for Portland. That's been the theme of the night. Great starts after Game 1. They've been almost invincible since, Randy.
Yeah,
the first half of the first game.
They got off to that rough start, but I'll tell you what, I'll add them up here real quick. But since that tough start, Lumberjacks have thrown 2, 4, 5. I'll get to it in a minute.
Tease up for Las Vegas. Big strike.
Come on!
Since the first half of Game 1, they've thrown 23 strikes.
Mowing them down, as does England's Richie Teese, trying to keep his team into it emotionally and physically. It's a 21-pin lead. Another perfect start for Portland, going for the front 4 with Prather. Huge lineup change for Amleto Monticelli. And it was a disastrous start with his new leadoff bowler of Wah leaving the 8-10 split. Prather.
Uh-oh.
2-10.
Wasn't very good. They try to make this.
Wasn't very good. I think he threw it bad. Said it wasn't very good. The ball never grabbed the lane, and it right when it got to the spot where it looked like it was going to turn to the left, it just kept going. You heard Timmy Mack say, just make it. Just go for it. Just hydroplanes pretty much the whole way down the lane.
That's kind of left out.
How about it?
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh,
Off the
yeah.
back wall.
That's why you used to pass
The
the ball.
210.
Baby.
Incredible conversion for Prather.
Well, sometimes you just get a sign that it's going to be your time.
And for the first time in this year's PBA League, Chris Prather gets emotional. I mean, that was a remarkable conversion. Anderson a response. And Vegas is not going to go down quietly here. I've seen a lot of split conversions, some amazing shots. I'm not sure I've seen the 210 made that way before. Not exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we see it every now and then. We see it bounce. But I mean, and we've seen it before on television.
Right.
But this
not
is
the
a
way
pretty critical moment.
The way it bounced off the back wall and hit the ball.
Attaboy, big fella. Attaboy. We'll take it and run.
Wes Malott stays solid. Anchor spot for Portland.
Lined up right there. Good job, guys. Good start. Good start in this game.
But Vegas.
One good one, one good one, one good one, one good one. We take it home. Let's go.
After that tough start from Lavoie, looking here with their new anchor bowler, A.J. Johnson, for a four-bagger and the lead.
They're putting a guy at anchor who's never won a PBA title. And that shows you just how much confidence Hall of Famer Amleto Monicelli has in his crew.
It's a great point. Very few have been better this year for the PBA League than this guy. Johnson trying to live up to the anchor spot. He does.
Anywhere, baby, right now.
And he's pumped.
Pretty good shot.
Because
Honestly.
Vegas takes a lead.
Pretty good shot right there. We're game 4. Must win for Vegas or they are done and the champs will retain the title.
Second half, game 4. Vegas on a four-bagger.
Let's go. Another good one here. Let's
and
go.
top of the lineup for Martin Larson.
There we go. Best one of the game
7
right
for
here.
7 tonight for Lucky Larson. How about that?
You think there's a reason why Tim Mack chose Martin Larson?
And a chance for Portland to regain the lead here with a strike.
Yeah,
another one.
Way to go, Martin. Come on, Dombiak. Way to go, baby. Way to go.
Another one.
Way to stay perfect. Way to be. Good job.
8 for 8. Spectacular effort from Martin Larson.
Remember last year he was almost killed while walking across the street. He got hit by a car carrying a case of water on his shoulder. Never saw the car coming. And it was the case of water that actually saved him. It's good to see Martin back.
Sure is. Lavoie bringing 10-pin. Better than the 8-10.
Great shot.
Or the 7-10.
Great pitch.
Much.
You didn't need that wiped off?
Numbers for Lavoie. Here in game 4, only a 10 pin spread. See the max scores. There's the 10-pin.
All right, boys.
This could go right down to the wire at the end of game 4. And if Las Vegas wins it, we're going to a 5th and deciding game here in Centerville, Virginia.
If Packy strikes on this ball, we might be able to hear Bayside Bowl all the way from Portland, Maine.
Get ready, Bayside. 6-pin.
Yeah, it was right of target, and he knew it.
Good 9, good 9.
I think it's a pretty fortunate 9. You hear Timmy Mack, good 9, good 9.
Flirting with a split, you're right.
Shoot the one, babe.
Now look at the max scores. Might go down to the last shot. 6-pin.
Way to go, babe. Way to go. All right, come on.
Becky Hanrahan. This guy has known his manager, Amleto Monicelli, since he was 2 years old. The two families, very good friends in Venezuela. Romaro Ruiz, huge shot. Big strike for Vegas.
No, no, no.
Hey, one here, buddy. Come on.
Pretty good there.
He has bowled so well.
Max scored 257 for the Lumberjacks, 258 for the High Rollers. 5 of 5 since that slow start for this man.
Missed it.
Drew didn't like it.
Way too far to the right, right there.
Don't hurt us right there. Miss it there. Don't hurt us. Spare it up. We got a lot of room left. Got a lot of room left. Good job. Good job.
Amazing how back and forth it can go, Dave.
We're good.
Come on, boys. Bring it home. Bring it home. Y'all too.
Start thinking about what we got to do in the next lane. All right, that one's over. That one's done. We got to start thinking about what we got to do in the next lane.
Troop is frustrated. Teese, 8th frame for the lead. Richie Teese from England with love.
Come on!
What a shot from Teese.
Well, you can see just how these guys are mirroring one another.
Great kick.
And we've got a new leader here in Game 4. No matter what the Lumberjacks do, they cannot shut out Las Vegas High Rollers. Pray they're trying to set up the table for Wes Malott here in the 9th frame.
Last time that amazing 210 conversion. Oh,
we're going to 5s. We are going to 5, ladies and gentlemen.
2, 4, 8, 10.
Couldn't have thrown that one any better.
He liked it. You hear him? He couldn't have thrown it any better. So transition, maybe early hook up front, making the ball lose some energy early. Who knows? It's hard to see from here, but you know, you got to side with the player when a player feels like he threw it really good.
Come on, KP. Show us.
Less than 9% to make this one. And only 8 pins for Prater.
Right.
You heard him say it. He liked the shot.
All right, we got to start thinking about the next game.
And Tim Max looking ahead of Game 5.
That's why I thought the first one, but you said the first one was good, and then no.
Double race the 2 format last year. Brand new best of 5 in 2020 for PBA League.
Nets! Thanks to the Nets! Come on! Come on! You like that? That was pretty damn good. We ain't done!
Get too comfortable.
Intensity hitting new levels now. Wes Malott wrapping up the game.
Another one.
Throw another one.
Good job.
I think somebody from the Lumberjacks said, "Don't get too comfortable."
I did hear that.
Did you hear that? I think it was directed. I think that's where it came from. I'm not sure.
That's fine.
It had to.
Yeah. You know,
I'm not sure who though. It might have been Prather.
Yeah, maybe. After Chris bounced that 2-pin out and made the 210, I really thought that, especially after they doubled up after it, I really thought this was over, that they were going to win in 4, and then all of a sudden it turned into a freak show.
Hey, post it. Give me a good one, okay?
It is interesting too in terms of the energy level because Amleto Monticelli might be the most mellow, coolest, calmest Hall of Famer, classiest guys you've ever been around.
Good job.
And his team has been a live wire, to say the least, here at PBA League.
Yeah, dude.
AJ needs 8 pins officially to wrap this one up. And that will force a 5th game to determine the 2020 PBA League champ.
Some great moves by Amleto Monicelli. Shuffled this lineup around. It didn't look very good to start.
It was bold.
With
a bold move, Randy.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It didn't look very good when Frankie started with that 2-8-10 and the 2-pin bell. And so he started with a split and an open frame, but
All right, bro. Come on.
You're good.
worked out in his favor, that's for sure. We're all tied up, folks. Couldn't have asked for a better scenario. A 5th and deciding game to determine the Elias Cup champions. Amleto, nice move with your roster there. Were you a little worried after the open frame in the first?
Well, I was, but at the same time, I knew he was a little confused, but I knew that the other guys, they were pretty much sure what they were going to do. So.
All right, Amleto, what do you do now moving back over to the left lane?
I think we're going to stay the same. Same lineup we have right now.
Okay, but what about your strategy on how to play that left lane?
Well, I think, well, that's a good question. I need a couple of minutes to think about that one.
Uh-oh, I actually asked a good question. Thanks for that, Amleto. So your picture about the left lane is not completely clear?
Well, actually, it was, if you think about it. I mean, they hit the pocket, I mean, the whole time, except Anderson at the end, he was trying something different, but because we didn't have a chance. But, I mean, seeing what the guys did, but I think they were circling the ball a little more than we did. We were a little more direct than, except Ildemaro, if you think about it. So I think they're going to do the same thing they did because they didn't play the same like them.
All right, Amleto, thanks very much. Good luck in Game 5.
All right, thanks.
It's what you want in team sports. Anytime you have a playoff, a championship round, you want it to go the distance. We're going to get that tonight in Centerville, Virginia. Game 5 on the way here on FS1. A must-see, awe-inspiring, tremendously beautiful Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. A very short drive from here in Centerville, Virginia. Here we go. Game 5. Best of 5, all tied 2-2. Portland and Vegas. Winner takes it all.
Dave, you went out for a nice hike today, didn't you?
I did.
Beautiful day today.
It was fabulous. As you mentioned, it rained here last night heavily. And then about 55 degrees this morning. It's chilly.
5th and final game.
Larson. First miss of the night. Entire match.
Yeah. First non-strike for Martin Larson.
Good shot, though.
And it only took over 2 hours. That's how solid he's been.
Hey, boys. Good job, good shot, good start. Good start, really good. Really good.
You know what Timmy Mack is referring to, really good, because the other players get a read off of that ball motion. The players stood behind, watched where that ball hit the lane, watched what target it rolled over, watched how far to the right it went, and what it did. The entire ball reaction gave the other players a read.
Be right.
Lavoie. Yes. What a start to Game 5 for Vegas.
You know, we started out talking about how I thought the left lane was a little bit better than the right lane. And I think that the left lane now is going to be a little tricky. We saw a couple of balls from the Lumberjacks really labor like they were rolling uphill when the players got it to the right. I wonder if Las Vegas high rollers are going to have the same trouble.
Yes! Good job. That's good job right there.
Packy Hanrahan shreds the rack. Those pins had no chance.
Good job, Ace, that one.
Yeah, it's a great shot here by Packy. Stayed nice and balanced.
Mows them over. Wow.
I think
great
good
shot.
Good job on this lane last time.
Ruiz steps
good.
up.
Should be a good shape. Great shot. Yeah. Great work.
Do me a favor here. Take a deep breath.
Really good there by Ruiz for a double early. Now Kyle Troop to even it up.
Troop, third position. Portland. You bet.
Good job, boy. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment.
I'll tell you what, after the slow start for Kyle, he's been pretty amazing since. This is execution at its finest, folks, right there. I like the calm demeanor, not the over-the-top.
Good job.
We'll give a real quick shout-out to Del Ballard. We've got some good news from his wife, Carolyn, that he's out of surgery and he's doing well. Rest up, my friend. Can't wait to see you again.
Tease.
Del Ballard, the manager of the Motown Muscle. For those of you that weren't watching yesterday or last night, he went into surgery this morning. And Del Ballard, the Hall of Famer, is doing great.
So good to hear. Get well soon, Del.
All right, to pull back to even, Chris Prather.
Perfect start, Vegas. Every shot huge now. Prather. What?
Nice.
Way to go. Good job. Way to go. And that's good stuff right there. Good stuff. Rolled it perfect. Rolled it perfect.
I moved 1.5
Pressure
where I was last shot over here.
A cup wrist and then that snap at the bottom. And look at that follow through to go to the left side of his head.
Anderson steps up.
All right, buddy.
Trouble.
All right, all right. All right, give it a run.
2-4-10.
That was a good arrow right of where he wanted it. You could see right there. It got out to the 2 board. And it's not coming back from there. And very crucial time to leave the 2-4-10.
Winchie converts! What a shot from Anderson.
Yeah, great conversion.
I saw it. Fantastic.
Great conversion right here. Boy, that was pretty special.
Keeps Vegas clean. Now they did start with the first 3. Wes and Portland hoping for the 4-bagger, which they've got.
Take the lead. Come on. What a beauty.
Great pitch. You don't see a lot of hooping going on the Lumberjacks side, do you? They're all business.
Not nearly as much as with Vegas.
They're all business. I mean, it's really 2 completely different atmospheres. You know, you've got the Las Vegas, the young guys really screaming and hollering, and then you've got the veterans who have won this before, and you got Timmy going down the line. One more good one, one more good one, one more good one.
Johnson, anchor bowler, high rollers.
Way to hold me up, fellas.
How about you can't hear the ball hit the lane when AJ throws it? Come on. What a match we've got going here. It's the 5th and final game to determine the 2020 Elias Cup champions.
It's the PBA League on FS1, and what a finish we've got for you bowling fans from Centerville, Virginia. Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler with you. Lumberjacks.
Come in, Martin. Come in.
Beginning the second half of Game 5, up 13, trying for a 5-bagger and a 23-pin lead. Larson trying to cap off an incredible night. Does it again.
Come on.
Wow.
That's you, baby. Way to go, kid. Way to go.
Don't go to end
Well, he's only missed once all night.
I can't do better. No.
He just said he can't do any better.
Come on, baby! Come on! That's you, baby!
The star from Sweden gets it done. Lavoie from Quebec, Canada. Answers.
Let's go, boys. Thanks for waiting. I'm back, baby.
13-pin match.
This might be the biggest shot of Packy's young career coming up right here.
Arguably.
Keep throwing it good. Get up the lane.
The lefty steps up.
Get up the lane, Packy!
Crushes the rack again.
Get up the lane. Oh boy, Pac-Man. Do your job. Way to do your job. Way to do your job. Pack it. Do your job, baby. Way to do your job.
Great shot, Packy. Now, Ildemar Ruiz, who's been tough as nails throughout the competition, steps up and he's trying to cut the deficit to 13.
Vamos, vamos.
And it's almost about that time. You know what time that is, right?
What time is it, Randy?
It's like that do or die time. It's getting pretty close to that.
You're perfect tonight. Ruiz.
There it is.
He missed the mark. He missed the mark. 210. He was way off.
Come on.
I
Give it a
said
run.
at the start of this game, that left lane has got a little wiggle spot down lane.
Give it a run, bro. Give it a run.
There it is.
Brendan made it on this lane.
Anderson left his because he was just way too far wide or right at the arrows. That looked like a pretty good shot. It hits that little splash of oil right in front of the 1-3, and it just kept going.
210. Tough to make it. And Ruiz whiffs.
Okay.
He tried the best he could.
And you know what?
Look at the lead now for Portland.
You don't want to see this guy up right now. This guy has been a monster since the first two shots he threw. Well, I should say the first three. The third shot, he tripped the 2-pin forward. But ever since then, he's been unstoppable.
Chance for a 49-pin lead. And to all but put it away with a 7-bagger for Portland, Kyle Troop. What do you say, Kyle? Give it!
Don't be great! We're base on it, baby. Right there. Come on, boys.
Nastier than a vulture's breath right there. Charlie Mitchell, Bayside Bull.
You know what? Shut the door right now.
Put the champagne on ice. These boys are one more strike away from bringing home the trophy once again.
Slams the door. And up steps Richie Teese of Great Britain, who's bowled so well from just outside London. A great European champion.
Roll through it.
Bringing 10-pin.
Come on, let's pick it up.
All right, boys. All right.
You never know. Come on.
Max score if he converts 231 for Las Vegas High Rollers.
Don't be the shark, okay?
The Lumberjacks are already in the 250s.
Or Tim Mack, go be the shark. One of Chris Prather's nicknames. There's a 10-pin.
All right, boys. All right.
Portland about to put this away.
Guaranteed. 100%. Formation.
Chris Prather.
Yes! Oh, that's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the worst celebration ever because
Way to be great, baby. Way to be great. Way to be great. Good job, boy.
Good.
Way to be great.
Multiple celebrations, including the headbutt from Tim Mack. Strike for Anderson.
right, buddy.
It is all but over.
Take us on, Wes. 2 in a row, baby. 2 in a row. How about that?
Here in Centerville,
love you,
Virginia.
Love you, Charlie. Del Ballard Jr., we love you too. Get better, pal. We love you.
Big West can strike out for 290. Talk about winning with authority. The Lumberjacks back-to-back.
Bayside, that's for you! Don't matter. That's okay. Good job, baby. Fill it up, fill it up. Fill it up, boys. Let's go, baby. Good job, boys.
Great.
Proud of you, man. Proud of you.
Mathematically over. Portland has wrapped up the 2020 PBA League Elias Cup Championship. They have won their second straight Elias Cup. It goes to Portland tonight. It doesn't matter. Portland, the Lumberjacks, champions again in the PBA League. Some Lumberjack love to Bayside up in Portland, Maine. Manager Mac